They say a smart man learns from his mistakes, but a wise man learns from other people's mistakes. And I made a few mistakes in life, but a lot of people have made a lot of mistakes. So being able to take those experiences and learn from them and figure things out without going too far onto the negative end, I think it's really benefited me in my life. And I just want to share some of the things that I've been able to gain some knowledge from. So let's get into it. So the first pillar is self-awareness, okay? Self-awareness is basically when you can assess yourself and be honest with yourself, with your lifestyle, where you are currently, where you want to be, and are you living your life in a way that aligns with your goals. I think that self-awareness requires a certain amount of maturity. Lots of people like to approach their lives and blame other people for certain things. And of course, other people are responsible for certain things, but we also have to take agency over our own lives because we're the only ones that have to live it. Nobody has the exact experiences you have during your worst times or even your best times. Only you know what's going on in your head, so you have to be able to assess that, figure it out, and go from there. And I think self-awareness also requires a certain level of toughness. When you can't pinpoint the things that you do wrong, you'll continue making the same mistakes over and over again. And that's not going to help you long-term or short-term. The next one I want to talk about is self-care. Self-care is a big one. Your skincare, your hygiene, making sure that you're taking care of your body because you only get one. Making sure you're keeping up with your daily habits and being organized in your mentals, but also in your living space. Self-care is very important and it should be a priority in life. Lots of people don't take care of themselves in one way or the other. They don't practice good hygiene. They never go to the doctor or dentist. They don't get in the gym. They eat crazy. They eat whatever they want to. Prioritizing self-care and spending time figuring out, okay, how can I look my best and how can I feel my best can go a long way. The next is self-reflection. And similar to self-awareness, self-reflection is basically you looking at yourself and being like, okay, how am I doing right now? How am I feeling? Are my goals being reached? What have I done recently? Where have I messed up at? I think self-awareness is more so understanding who you are, where self-reflection is more so about understanding what you've done. Our next one is self-confidence. Confidence is very important. I think that being humble is overrated. I think when people are talking about humbleness, it's more so about to protect their own egos. When they see somebody doing better than them or feeling better than them, some people get jealous about it. And we have to address and talk about that type of stuff. Envy is not cool, man. Envy and jealousy is not it. Being confident isn't about being cocky and being bragging and showing off everything and acting in a way that's unnecessary because doing that type of stuff will get you in trouble one way or the other. Envy, jealousy, and greed are not a good combination. Let's leave it at that. But speaking more positively, I think that just being confident in yourself will allow you to chase after your goals and not be doubtful of the things that you can accomplish. I think a lot of times people hold themselves back because they hold themselves to the standards of everybody else versus what they're capable of. Something that's difficult for somebody else may very well be easy for you. So that's very important to take into account. Our next one is self-education. If you don't teach yourself anything new, you're going to stay stagnant for a very long time. Acquiring new skills has been one of my biggest things over the past 10 years. I've learned so many different things, especially on the computer. I think that we're heading to a world that's a lot more digital in terms of communication and in terms of like productivity. So as long as you're learning how to do things that are applicable in the short term, but also in the long term, it can go a long way. And acquiring new skills also allows you to increase your income or do things that are more specialized or do things in a freelancing way where you can start your own business or go from there. As long as you go the extra mile to teach yourself different things and new things, you won't become an NPC like a lot of these people out here who really don't know anything. The next one is self-love. Look, man, you gotta love yourself. I know it sounds kind of cliche, but you gotta really take pride and take care of yourself because who else will? I feel like a lot of time, especially as guys, we don't talk about that enough. I've spoken about this in a different video, but like affirmations are cool. If you call somebody king, right, that's a cool thing to say, but like we need to start having deeper conversations about self-love and being able to teach yourself how to do things, living in solitude or living independently, teaching guys how to have positive feedback and being able to proceed in a more peaceful and positive way. I think a lot of things nowadays are so much more negative, and those negative thoughts tend to permeate people and make them have a negative outlook on the world or a negative outlook on themselves. And that's not the way I think it should be. The next one is self-respect. Self-respect goes a long way. When you don't draw a line in the things that you're willing to tolerate, put up with, or do, you will do anything, listen to anything, and accept anything. And it don't work, especially for me. Self-respect is very important. Simply put, I don't think there's much to talk about there. So we'll move to our final one, which is self-discipline. Self-discipline is kind of tied to self-education, but self-discipline requires you to not only set goals, not only be motivated to your goals, but also actually make progress towards your goals. If you say you're gonna do something, do it. That's part of self-respect. When you say you're gonna do something, you don't do it, you're basically shortchanging yourself. You're not taking advantage of the skills and the strengths and the weaknesses that you have, or the ideas that came across to you. You know, sometimes I think of it as when you get an idea and you don't act on it, the idea jumps to somebody else. So taking advantage of those opportunities and actually working towards them, making actionable goals and actionable steps to getting to it, and doing the actual work, that's all a part of what self-discipline is. But yeah, guys, those are just the main catalysts for my personal growth journey. These are the things I've been through, the things that I've done, the things I've learned. I think everybody's journey is specific to themselves and it's individual, but that's just what worked for me. And I'm sure some of those things can work for other people too. So yeah, if you enjoy content like this again, be sure to drop a like below, drop a comment, and share your thoughts. I really want to hear some of the ideas and things that other people have gone through on their personal growth journey. Follow me on my socials at Monoqor and subscribe for more.